This is a video to demonstrate some strategies that can be used for guided reading. The class that we have used in the video is a Year 4 class, but a lot of these strategies can be applied to pretty much any age group. As you can see, the other children in the class are getting on with a task. They are doing a task that links to the national curriculum. They are working collaboratively, but they are encouraged to work quietly with each other. The children are sat in groups with people reading the same books as them, and I am coming round and reading with one group at a time.
They were shouting and yelling. Biff and Will hid in a doorway. The man kicked open a door. They went inside one of the houses. I wonder...
Make sure that children are reading out loud so that you can hear that they are reading with fluency, and check any errors that they might be making. If you're reading with a group, encourage children to read one at a time to make sure that the others are following along and listening. You can see in the pictures, and it said in the text, that the streets are empty. Why do you think the streets are empty?
Because he was Biff and everybody's hiding from him in their houses.
Good, okay, so we think everyone might be hiding. Attica, what do you think about the men? Give me some words to describe the men.
Maybe they're angry because someone stole something from them and they're hiding.
Okay.
So they're not.
Can you give me a word that tells me that they are angry?
With full powers, they kick the door open.
Good, well done. You don't kick a door open if you're very happy, do you? How do you know they're hiding?
Because there was nobody in the streets and from a weird place they just came.
Okay, what about the men? How do you think the men are feeling?
They're feeling mad or very jealous because Biff and Will have the marbles.
Do they know Biff and Wilf have the marbles yet? Have they seen Biff and Wilf?
But they were holding a bag.
Okay, so the men were holding a bag, or Biff and Wilf were holding a bag?
No.
Okay, have the men seen Biff and Wilf yet?
No.
Okay, so later on, do you think these men will be important to the story?
No.
Maybe. What do you think, Attica? Ask the children open-ended questions while they are reading to encourage them to think about the book. When you've asked a question, ask the children to find evidence from the text. If they're not sure about something, ask questions to clarify it. Don't just tell them the answers.
A window opened upstairs. A woman climbed out, then she jumped. She landed on a awning.
So, have a look at this word for me. These two letters together, they make an aw sound. So it's awning. If a child pronounces a word wrong, don't just tell them what it is. Get them to sound it out using their phonics skills. If you're using a pen or pencil, hold the pen or pencil above the word so that the child can clearly see all of the letters. Okay, so we've got a new word there. We've got the word awning. Do any of you know what the word awning means? Or can you look at the picture and guess what the word awning might mean?
Maybe awning means like shouting and growling at the same time.
What makes you think that?
Because he's shouting and he's growling.
Okay, have a look at the sentence. Good, Kenzie, well done. Good idea, you've had a look. So an awning is like that bit of cloth that goes above some shops. Well done, excellent work. When children encounter a new word, go through its pronunciation and encourage the children to see if they can use clues in the text or in the picture to find the meaning of the new word. Don't just tell them. Oh, I like that you're doing it in alphabetical order. Yes, so you need to go to the next one. Well done. Remember, use the words up at the top. Wherever possible between groups, make sure you get to go around and see the rest of the class are still on task and getting on. Make sure you use lots of positive praise to ensure that the classroom remains in an environment perfect for guided reading to happen. Can anyone remember what had happened in the story so far? Latifa, what had happened?
It's like they were watching TV or a movie and the power just went off while they were watching and everything turned off. Like electricity went off.
Some books will have to be read in more than one session. Before you start reading again, Go over what's already happened in the book by asking the children.
That's said, get dressed everyone. Didn't come on holiday to watch TV. Can we watch this first?
Sighed. Good, well done. People who are sighing are normally not very happy. So if Dad sighed that, it means he's not very happy. Okay, well done. Alia, can you read page 9? Sometimes a child will make a mistake with a word where the word would fit into the sentence semantically. If this happens, let the child finish the page so as not to disrupt their flow, and then go back and ask the child to read the word again in isolation.
Yeah.
Check what that word is. Good. Sound it out. What's that sound? What do they make together?
Two.
Tor. Torch. What does a torch do, Lulu? When a child is struggling with a word and you have to sound it out for them, make sure that you model sounding out, showing them each individual sound and blending the sounds together at the end. And there was a power cut.
We tried to let it come back again, and if it didn't come back, we used like our phones for flashing.
Okay, so what about you? When you had a power cut, what did you do?
This was like for 4 years.
A 4-year power cut?
Yes.
That's a long time without power.
We went in our grandma's. We come back 2 o'clock. And then the phone went off, and then we was not having lights because the keys are lost.
Ask the children questions so that they can link stories to their own experiences or to other knowledge. Think about what they are studying in other subjects or things that they have learnt previously. Where possible, ask children to discuss with each other. You do not always have to ask the questions. If you get the chance to, get children to predict what will happen later on in the story as well. What else? Oh, so the doll's house and the candle, they don't need what? They don't. The candle is light. They don't need power. They don't need electricity. So we can use them without the power or without the electricity. So there are some strategies that you can use at home or in the classroom to help with guided reading. Remember, the most important thing is to make sure that the children retain a love of reading. Thanks for watching. Let us know if any of these tips have helped you or if you can share any as well.